Thank you for having me here. My name is Swaran Ravindra. I work for Fiji National University, but today I'm here in a different capacity as one of the advisory board members for Women in Technology in Fiji. When we spoke about the idea initially, and I went up to one of our heads of training, Mr. Yashwan Sami, and when we discussed this whole idea and what it can do for our students and also for the women who are in dire need of support, we did anticipate, meeting women like we eventually did. Like there was a lady from Savo, somebody from Lambasa, and these were, small business owners, and they just needed that extra, just a little bit of an extra support, a little bit of a digital lift, so to speak. So when we spoke about the founder program initially, as I said, my mind starts going to how can I assist in this sector, no matter what sort of problem there may be in the world, but there must be some sort of digital transformation that can help. So that was my initial thought process. But then when I met Yashwant and we spoke about this, I also met another head of training, Vicky Narayan, and we spoke about how the program can benefit our students. I think what we were thinking about initially was in fact correct, and it was in fact the impact was even greater than I had initially anticipated. So I think it was a brilliant program. Now I'm thinking we should have had more spaces, but that's all right because it was a pilot program, and I feel we can do wonderful things, from here onwards. Perhaps take the program to the communities, because we saw there were some women who came from the rural and maritime areas, and if we can take the program closer to them, it will be even better. If I could speak about some of the very known predicaments that women in the Pacific Islands face. For example, we are primary caregivers. They would be in their early 20s when they get married. Then they'll have their own children. They'll be looking after their children in the entire family, right? They'll be looking after the grandparents. They'll be looking after their in-laws, maybe their own parents as well. So when does a woman get time for herself? What about her dreams? And then again, another important question, do we really need to confine it to a certain age group? Because if you look at some scholarship schemes, they all restrict women, There's some brilliant scholarship programs out there, but they are restricting women. You cannot be more than 45, you cannot be more than 50. So imagine if there is a woman who is in her mid-50s, maybe she's lost her husband who may have been the primary breadwinner in the house. What about her? She may have, a small seed money of $2,000, but she doesn't understand, the technicalities or the legalities around, owning a small shop or a cafeteria or a small business. Having a program like a Founder, it's not just any ordinary incubation program, It teaches you everything that you need to know. So by the time somebody leaves those doors, you know that they're equipped with the right set of skills, the right set of mindset, and they're empowered. They also know all the avenues where they can, access for help. So I think that's the part about that is what the beauty of Founder program is. It's so important for women like us to give back. It's important for us to create those safe spaces, which is why I'm part of WinTech. Right? So because when we are part of such organizations, women find it so easy to just contact us, and that we can be that safe space, we can be that avenue for any other woman. So I think we as women need to continue to create those spaces. We need to continue to, walk the talk. And there would be a time when we'd be talking about some things, then there has to be a time for action. We also need to go back and measure, what have we been doing? Is it enough? Do we need to do things differently? Let's understand and let's study the rest of the women in the country. Who are they? Where are they? What are their particular predicaments? And how can we support them? We need to continue creating those spaces, and we need to support women who are finding it difficult to access those spaces. Find them, where are they?